Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Buzz Lightyear, and today I've got new Singularity gameplay, finally. Today's build, we're going to be using the new rework perk, Grim Embrace. Each time a survivor is hooked for the first time, gain a token. When moving 16 meters away from the hook, all generators are blocked for 12 seconds. And then upon reaching 4 tokens, it's the same thing as what Grim Embrace used to be before. All generators are blocked for 40 seconds, and the Obsession's aura is revealed for 6 seconds. So, basically, you get 12 seconds of gen blockage every time you hook a unique survivor, and it's pretty good. And when you combine it with Ruin, all generators are affected by Hex Ruin while a generator is not being repaired. It will immediately and automatically regress 100% of the normal regression speed. So it's just like as if you kick a gen and it starts regressing. That's essentially what Ruin does. And when you combine Ruin with Surveillance, each time the gen is regressing, Surveillance will show that generator in a white aura. So basically, every time Grim Embrace procs and it goes away after the 12 seconds, we will see which gens were affected by Ruin, effectively telling us where we need to go next, which gen to pressure next, which is extremely good. It's extremely nice on Singularity because you do have the opportunity to teleport immediately away from the hook to instantly proc that Grim Embrace. And then we're going to be using the classic Rapid Brutality in combination with the Soma Family Photo for that 10% haste after a hit. And then for the second add-on, you can really just use whatever you want. I like this one. Helps me out a lot. But yeah, I got 3 games for you guys here. Pretty good showcase of what these perks can do and how it works on Singularity. Hope you guys enjoy. All right. The Suffocation Pit should be a good one. We'll see what we can do. Also, the FOV slider feels so nice. I can finally run Shadowborn without running Shadowborn on my Singularity. Also, I've noticed the FOV actually affects the cams now, because back then it didn't used to do that at all. So now it's consistent when I go in and out of the cams, which is honestly really nice. We got a DC already. Hopefully that doesn't affect the match too much. I'm gonna try to play it out because it is the PTB and we do take a while to get matches. So I'm gonna stick this one out and hope it goes well. We will get Grim Embrace to proc just now. And now we will know which gens were being worked on once Grim Embrace ends. So let me show you guys what that looks like. Let's fake that real quick. So now we know that those 2 gens were being worked on because they are white. Thanks to Surveillance. I'm kind of whiffing a little bit here. The Shadowborn might be messing with my head a little bit. I want to try to mind game this. It's definitely mind gameable. There we go. So now they're working on that gen again. It was yellow and now it is red. If you don't know, Surveillance makes it so the gen goes yellow when they start working on a gen that was regressing. But we get another hook. And this perk, on paper, Grim Embrace, makes it seem like, you know, it would promote not camping or not tunneling. But you can literally just tunnel a guy out and then get your Grim Embrace stacks on all the other people later. So we just blocked all the gens again. Ruin is going to touch a gen and let us know which ones they were working on. Very helpful stuff. We're going to fake a TP here. Double back. We missed it. Could definitely get a double back here. Like that. He didn't hesitate though. Very well played by him. We're on the PTB, so we are probably getting better than average survivors. Just due to the nature of usually good players are the ones that really care about the PTBs and stuff like that. So it kind of filters out a lot of suckers, if that makes sense. But yep, this should be our down here. Very nice, very nice. I'm actually gonna look at this cam real quick to see if anybody's running across the way. We can see a guy right here, so we're gonna swap to that cam. Is the bot. We're gonna go ahead and pick this guy up now. Very nice. We'll go over here to this hook to get our Grim Embrace to proc. This guy has not been unhooked yet, so I think the real player was actually working on the gen. And the bot was just kind of running around doing nothing. Here we have our Kate, who's running no mither. This is quite interesting. Got a nice little clip TP over that. And this should be a down for us. Let me go ahead and check at the basements here. The basement is here. We'll go ahead and hook her up down there. Yeah, guys, I mean, I think this combo is relatively nice. You do kind of want to play it out a little more careful than me right now. See, I already did all 4 stacks of my Grim Embrace, but I know that nobody's probably working on gens right now, so it is kind of a wasted Grim Embrace use. I'm not gonna lie, because we have 40 seconds to block gens, and nobody's was on gens to begin with, so we're not gonna get any like ruin procs. We're not gonna get anything, so you kind of want to manage your Grim Embrace stacks a little bit. You know, obviously don't always just go for split hooks right off the bat, because you can end up in a situation where you will only have 3 perks for the rest of the game. But yeah, we already have 1 dead. That guy kind of got unfortunate. Let's go ahead and smack up this guy. Just go straight for him. Set up a cam, quick scan. Go out here, quick TP as well. Guys, the Shadowborn or the FOV feels so nice on Singularity. I don't know what it is. It's taking a little bit to get used to, though, in like some loops and stuff like that. Like on measuring the that was an interesting vault from this guy, but we'll get the down anyways. This girl's trying to take a hit with off the record, I think. On the PTB? Off the record on the PTB? No, man. Go ahead and scan her up real quick. Nice. Yeah, honestly, Ruin feels somewhat decent again. It actually feels kind of threatening. Sometimes you could just ignore the Ruin, and like as a survivor, you could just ignore the Ruin, and you wouldn't really be punished for it all that much, because it was kind of like a baby perk. But now Ruin stays active even after a survivor is dead, so it can be brutal if they have if they're down a player and you still have Ruin active. That is just going to be so much harder for them, because then they're going to have 1 guy running around looking for the Ruin. That's only 2 players on gens, which is a lot better for you. And if you find the Ruin guy, or if you find the guy looking for Ruin, then it's just, yeah, you know what I mean. The game is so much easier if there's only 3 survivors alive. Right now we're going to be looking for this bot. I have no idea where he could be. Also, another thing about the FOV is it feels like you can place your cams from so much further away. It feels so nice. And here's what I'm talking about. FOV used to not affect the cams. I'm pretty sure it does affect them now. It looks like it does. Did I just see him? I did see him. And it feels like you can TP from so far away. Like, look at that. Even though it is just the same distance, it feels so much better. He's trying to blind me. The bot is crazy. Alright, GG's. I'm gonna pick this guy up, and we will jump right into the next game. Alright, RPD. East Wing, though, so we are kind of eating good on that factor, but we'll see what we could do. Man, I can't get over how nice the FOV slider feels on this killer, man. It feels so good to be able to actually run it and keep all 4 of your perks for the build. The only thing, though, is unironic. It actually makes it harder to aim your power, because the dot is smaller further away. It actually makes it a little bit harder, so it's going to be something I'm going to have to get used to. But for the most part, it feels really good. We're going to go ahead and slap this person on this hook right here. We can go out this way. We can see anyone. Gens are going to get blocked in a second here. I wish they got blocked in a different way, so we could immediately see the Ruin value, but no, it's okay. This gen is ruined, though. Nice. I don't know if there's a pallet in here for this guy. There was, but he's a little goofy. So let's pick him up. Ruin should be cranking that gen right there. Yeah, we're good. All right. That's 2 stacks of Grim. And I think I'm going to try a new strat for Grim Embrace here. I don't exactly know how I want to do it. Interesting decision from that guy. But I'm thinking you don't hook all of them individually immediately. I'm thinking that might be the play. is you kind of let them, you kind of want to tunnel one guy for a little bit, just to get him on the hook twice. And then once you have him, or have that survivor ready to be like death hooked, then maybe you start going for the others. And then when you want your fourth stack of Grim Embrace to proc for like the 40 seconds and whatnot, that's when you go after. How do I explain this? I'm trying to explain this without sounding like a complete doofus. Also, I still hate that you can't put your cam right there. Kind of annoying, but whatever, we'll live. Let's see. Someone's down there. We still have that gen ruined. Look at my hips. Them hips don't lie, dude. Them hips don't lie. Coming out this way. Very nice. I don't remember which guy this is. I guess we will go for him. Screw it. Let's pick him up. Getting up those people in there. Make them a little stressed out. They just used an EMP. It was a gamer for life that used that. But she just got goofed again by the other guy. Tech. He has no idea we could just TP on him like that. He literally had no idea what just happened. That's the Meg up there. It's not the Meg up here. But we'll just go for him instead. Oh my god. Singularity feels good. These perks feel good. Now, I don't know who the last one is. I think it's Gamer for Life that we need to hook again. I think he's our last stack. So this is what I'm saying. You get like one dead, and then you go and get your last Grim Embrace stack. I think that's how you should be using this perk. I think that's the best way to use it. So then you have all this pressure built up, and there's really nothing they can do at that point. We will go ahead and reapply it. We'll scare them a little bit with that. Maybe they'll run away from each other. I think they did. I think they just gave up on the skill check. Or on the heal. So now that's all the gens blocked. And now they're in for a... They pretty much lost the game. They pretty much lost the game. I mean, there's nothing they can do here. I mean, obviously, maybe these players aren't the best, which is interesting because I assumed they would be better, just because normally players on the PTB end up being a little bit more serious, just because they care more. But who knows? Oh, that was our fourth stack. That was our fourth stack. Okay, got it. He's gonna throw that. Goofy. We have 10% haste, so we can instantly catch up to her. And gens can't be done for 40 seconds. So we can just go ahead and pick up for free. I mean, it's the end of the game anyway. So it doesn't really matter. That guy's failing skill checks. There's not a locker that close to the gen. I don't think.
Stop blabbering. It's really annoying.
There we go. No balanced. And he's down. Nice. Alright, well. GG. Honestly, let's do a game 3. I'll hook this guy and we'll hop right into it. Alright. Thompson House. Hopefully we don't have 3 DCs on my first hit like my last 2 games I've played. I've been running this build for a long time now, and people seem to really like DCing on the PTB. People really seem to like the no DC penalty, which thank God it's not in the actual live game, because that would make playing this game miserable. Okay, we got our first down. Let's pick this guy up. Pray he does a DC. Let's take him over to this hook. And with that hook, now we can just walk this way and we'll get everything blocked right away. I'm gonna take a look at all these gens. See which ones are regressing. One guy just jumped out of there. He's clicking at somebody. CP doing quick. Oh, he's using the 50% haste from the new perk. Really funny. Take the TP just like that, and we're fast as shit. And we down him. Perfect. That's another thing you guys need to do. I know I talk about like strats and little gameplay things you can do on Singularity all the time, but one of them is if you're looping a standard loop like that and they're at the pallet, just pull out your power like this and walk towards it, and there's a chance they don't drop the pallet even if you are like right on them. There's a chance they just think you're gonna TP and they'll get the distance. But yeah, it is definitely a valid strategy. Holy, the firing squad. The firing squad, dude. They said 3, 2, 1 and started blasting me. Nice. That actually helps us out a little bit. I am not even looking at you, brother. Don't DC, please. Thank you. Whew. Always so scary. There's always a chance they just DC. And what I'm quickly learning with this build is it seems to be a really strong early game build. I think I had it all wrong. I think if you could just get a bunch of downs super early, you are going to be having a extremely good time with this build. It like kind of enhances the way I already play Singularity, which is extremely aggressive, extremely early, trying to get as many downs as possible at the start of the game. And I think this build actually kind of helps with that. It keeps the gens kind of turned off with Ruin while I run around and get downs. You just have to hope your Ruin doesn't get cleansed. That's the only downside about the build. That guy didn't even think for a second that I was going to mind game that. Nice. But another thing I've learned while using it for this short amount of time is Grim Embrace. I think works best if you get it to like how I have it right now with the 3 stacks. I think if you get the 3 stacks and let it stay. Here, I'll let him blind me. I'll let him get the perk. Wait, he's actually just like keeping pace with me while I was hindered, dude. Holy shit, the firing squad, bro. The firing squad. So funny. But yeah, I think if you get the 3 stacks and then kind of save on the 4th one for a little bit, maybe after they do a gen, then I think that's a really strong way to use it. But as you can see, we're using it just like this. This is the kind of the early game way to use it. You just do it as fast as possible. Get your downs as fast as possible. Here, I'll let him blind me. Yeah. Nice. And Grim Embrace with Ruin and Surveillance actually feels extremely good and might actually be something I would consider using. The only problem is, once again, Hex Ruin is a Hex. It's a Hex. So that's the only downside, is there's a chance it gets cleansed immediately and then you have no regression all game. You'll have to completely rely on the Grim Embrace. And Surveillance won't really get any value either because you're not going to be going around kicking gens, you know, without any perks. I mean, really, what's the point of that, you know? Also, I'm quite glad they added another boon perk for survivors. I do like boons as a concept. It's unfortunate that the boon is kind of bad, though. Nice dead hard, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And as you can see, no gens are regressing right now because none of them are white. But that one over there is yellow, so that means that it was regressing and the survivors touched it.
Gene integrity.
Little goofy guys on the PTB today, which I'm all for. I'm all for the goofy guys. You know me. All for the goofy guys. Thank you, sir. Now let's go ahead and scan this guy up. A little EMP. Simple, simple, simple. Get him, get the unhook. And then let's let it goop. There you go. And now I just want to end the game. All right, well, I mean, you guys get to see the build. Even if the matches are a little bit goofy, you guys get to see how the build works, essentially. It's nice. It gets the job done. Grim Embrace feels extremely good. FOV Slider feels extremely good. Ruin feels better. Surveillance feels better. Even though Surveillance didn't get touched directly, it feels really nice. Just with this build specifically. I'm sure it'll feel good on other perk with other perk combos as well. But specifically using Ruin and Grim Embrace with this feels extremely nice. You know what gens to go to after they get unblocked. It's a really good feeling. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.